Now for more on this breaking story, James George Jatras joins us by phone. Jim is the Deputy Director of the American Institute in Ukraine with vast foreign policy and security experience. Jim, as we just heard, Boris Nemtsov was planning a rally against the war in Ukraine. What do you make of this?
Well, I think it's quite clear that the motivation for this killing would have been political. The question is by whom and to what purpose. It really is a terrible shame. He was a very courageous and decent fellow, even though he was bucking against the tide of public opinion. The views he expressed are not very popular in Russian society.
Let me ask you about other executions similar to this one, and I'm sure you're familiar with them. Two journalists come to mind. Anna Politkovskaya, she was shot in 2006. Paul Klibnikov in 2004. What can we learn from those slayings and kind of determine that looking at this one in terms of how long the investigation takes, the difficulty of solving cases like this?
I don't think we can really make those comparisons. When we talked about the circumstances of those individuals and others in Mr. Nemtsov, I think we have to look at the unique features of their public profile and who might have wanted to kill them and why. In Mr. Nemtsov's case, the obvious choices would be maybe some overzealous Putin supporter who targeted him because of his views, or maybe somebody, some sort of provocation. But I hope they can get to the bottom of this very quickly, and I'm sure there will be a real determination of the authorities to find out who did this.
Jim, one final question before we go. What do you think this does in terms of this rally that was planned against the war in Ukraine?
I don't think I have enough facts to say. I assume the rally will go forward. I think it would be a mistake for the authorities to try to cancel it for that reason. The fact is, the president's position is very secure. His popularity is in the 80s. There's no reason not to allow a rally like this to go forward.
All right, Jim Jatras joining us by phone. Thanks so much.